12 worst places to live in Wales. This is tough though, we know, but we have to lay it bare and mention it as we have felt it in the pulse of the people. Before we go on, however, we have to state emphatically that you can't find a country that has every part of it equally great, glittering like gold. Every country has its own fair share of problems. Wales can never be an exemption. While there are naturally and architecturally beautiful places in Wales that we will happily recommend for anyone to live in, the region also has places considered terrible. Based on the reviews of those who have lived or are still living there, here are the 12 worst places to live in Wales. 12. Denbighshire. Denbighshire, a county in the northeast of Wales, has been in the news for different reasons at different times. Today we are looking at how good the place is for living. A website where residents of towns and cities review their residences has not been kind to this county. One of the reviewers decries what he described as running the gauntlet for the most dirt, adding that the streets, pubs and shops are the most ridiculous in the UK. The review goes on to mention shops with a poor customer base. 11. Aberdare. In the Cynon Valley area of Rhondda Cynon Taf, you will find the town of Aberdare at the confluence of the Rivers Dare and Cynon. The town, 6 kilometres southwest of Merthyr Tydfil and 32 kilometres northwest of Cardiff, is the third most dangerous small town in Mid Glamorgan. And of the 68 towns, villages and cities in Mid Glamorgan, it is among the most dangerous places. In fact, the 2021 overall crime rate in Aberdare was 102 crimes per 1,000 people. This was 30% higher than the Mid Glamorgan rate. In the whole of England, Wales and Northern Ireland, Aberdare ranks high amongst the most dangerous small towns. 10. Ebbw Vale. Ebbw Vale, the largest town in Blaenau, Gwent, is on this list for good reasons. If you would love to buy a home anywhere in England and Wales, you would find the cheapest here. However, hardly would anyone enjoy living in a place with the second lowest mean salary in the UK, and we don't know what you would love to do in a town with one of the worst GCSE results in Wales. In this small area of about 108 square kilometres, 5 food banks operate, indicative of how bad the place is financially and economically. Ebbw Vale is a story of the result of the deindustrialisation of the 1980s. This is an example of a poor move from one form of economic life to another and diversification. 9. Pontypool. Let us consider also Pontypool, a town and the administrative centre of the county borough of Torfaen. Located within the historic boundaries of Monmouthshire, this town has given South Wales valleys the description it doesn't deserve. The major issue with this town is that everyone seems to know each other and their businesses. They can't mind their business here, and if you love privacy, Pontypool is one of the few places you have to avoid. A while ago, this town had one of the highest antisocial behaviours and crime rates in Britain. We wish we didn't have to amplify that awful rating. 8. Llangefni, Wales. Llangefni, the county town of Anglesey, has too many bad reviews and ranking than what we can comment on. We have observed that what seems scary to those visitors isn't too serious for many who were born there. However, what will make life boring for you in Llangefni is that the population as a whole is older than the national average. Unless you're prepared to work as a nurse, that's not a good place to live. Another issue is that the rate of unemployment there is higher than the national average. 7. Port Talbot. Have you ever wondered why Port Talbot is regularly voted the worst place to live? You may be wrong if you think that it's the steelworks that turn Port Talbot into a dump. It's regarded as one of the most depressing towns to drive through because of how the residents produce a stench that has now turned into the smell of desperation. Whichever one you perceive, the stench hangs permanently in the air, and you must have been smelling it long before you even see the town and long after you've left. 6. Llantwit Major. Llantwit Major, a town and community on the Bristol Channel coast, is one of 4 towns in the Vale of Glamorgan. We are concerned about crime and safety in this town, as it's among the top 10 most dangerous small towns in South Glamorgan. In 2021, the overall crime rate in Llantwit Major was 37 crimes per 1,000 people. You can't feel good in this town. 5. Pontypridd. Pontypridd, a town and community in Rhondda Cynon Taf, colloquially called Ponty, is our next point of call. We will appreciate it if you can give us a good reason to live or even visit this town 19 kilometres north of Cardiff. Not only that, we can't find a very nice restaurant. Besides, the town's history is vague. We dare say it has no history unless you want to show us one. We wonder what the town has to offer its residents who seem to lack a sense of community. The rugby team? The performance is woeful. There's no scenic view in the town. 4. Newport. We now shift our attention to Newport, a city and county borough in Gwent, situated on the River Usk, not far from its confluence with the Severn estuary. The town, 19 kilometres northeast of Cardiff, used to be the largest coal exporter in Wales until the mid-1800s. Since the turn of the 20th century, its docks declined in importance, and the town has continued to suffer further decline until it's now found in the 4th position of these unpleasant places to live in Wales. Described as mainly one big council estate, its bus station is one of the places to avoid unless you are a townie trying to get a hard substance. 3. Merthyr Tydfil. We do not want to be giving publicity to what has been said about this main town in Merthyr Tydfil County Borough, administered by Merthyr Tydfil County Borough Council. The town, 37 kilometres north of Cardiff, often called just Merthyr, is home to the infamous Gwrnos estate, said to be named after Tydfil, the daughter of King Brychan of Brycheiniog. The average life expectancy in this town is just 58.8 years, one of the lowest in the United Kingdom. Now that says a lot about the quality of life there. 2. Neath. We also wish we don't have to echo this about Neath, a market town and community in the Newport, Talbot County Borough. The town, historically a part of Glamorgan, is located on the River Neath, some 11 kilometres east-northeast of Swansea. But we examined it when a frustrated reviewer named it the place that God forgot, and we empathise with him. If you're a semi-regular traveller to Neath via train, you would have seen much of what to expect in both sight and smell in the town at the station as you disembark. By the time you start seeing a decrepit, crumbling station that seems to have been maintained last 5 decades ago, you will know you are in a terrible place to live. 1. Rhyl. Rhyl, a seaside resort and community in the county of Denbighshire, is top on the list of the worst places to live in Wales. Lying on the northeast coast of Wales, it is at the mouth of the River Clwyd. This town, which used to be greater than its neighbour, has experienced a sharp decline since 1990. Though efforts have been made toward major regeneration, investments costing several £million, it has been ranked among the worst places to live in Wales since 2017 and has not improved significantly since then. According to official figures, it has been the town of the most deprived place in Wales. Part of its West End was ranked first twice by a league table of deprivation as the worst place. And truly, numerous guest houses on the town's seafront have long been closed. The locations are now hiding places for criminals. We know for sure that this will not go down well with some people, but what we are interested in mostly is your own opinion. Kindly let us know how you feel about this in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell. This is Learning Canteen.